All right, Derek, let's just jump right into it. Is there still maybe a little bit of nervous energy as you approach training camp for the very first time here in New Orleans with the Saints?
It's kind of gone away. At first, the main thing for me is I just want to impress my teammates, impress my coaches, impress, Mickey and, Miss Benson, make sure they know that they made the right decision. And, so there's a little bit of that, that you want to prove yourself again. And it was kind of exciting. I've been, I've had a lot of different head coaches, but I was also in the same building for 9 years. And so, to be in a new building and, be able to, put who I am on full display and be appreciated for it has been a lot of fun for me. So it kind of has taken away that newness, that nervousness. Now I'm just excited. I'm excited to get back to work and, hit the ground running and, see what we can, do for the next few years and, hopefully even longer than that. But I'm just super excited to be a part of, our city and, can't wait to get back out there to the humidity.
Those seem like words that you may regret in a few weeks because trust me, it is a sauna here in New Orleans right now because of that humidity. Look, the AFC looks pretty loaded this year. The NFC is always good, but maybe most experts would say more wide open. I know I would say it's wide open. How closely do you look at the conferences this time of year, studying who and what everyone is?
Yeah, I like to be aware of what's going on in the entire league. I think it's my job to know, what's going on, who's where, and all those kind of things, and start formulating thoughts and what they could do and what they couldn't do, and schematically and all that kind of stuff. And you formulate thoughts based on the experiences that you've had and what you've seen certain coaches do with certain players, and what needs they're trying to fill and why they would try and fill those, and you try and do all that. And so I am into it, but I'm more focused on our work that needs to be done. Everyone wants to be excited about us and pick us to do certain things, and none of it matters unless we put the work in to go try and earn some victories. Because one coach of mine back in the day used to say you are what you earn in this league, and so whatever you earn is what you are as a team. And so hopefully we can earn some victories and be a winning football team and hopefully make our city proud.
Derek, it's the next chapter of your career, so to say. There are so many athletes in so many different sports that started with one organization, finished with another. Use the early lessons to have more success in chapter 2, so to say. Drew Brees is a key example. How much do you look at those guys and hope that that is a blueprint for you here in New Orleans?
Yeah, I think it happens all the time, and it's very hard in this league to be at one place forever. I'm looking at one of my best friends. He's the best receiver in the NFL. And he doesn't play for the same team that drafted him, and so it's a crazy league, man. It's crazy times, and it is what it is. So you try your best to give your absolute best wherever you're at, and when you move on, sometimes just certain situations and schematics and things like that, and coaches and players around you, it's you see in other guys' careers that it helps them. And Tay was able to come to us and still have big numbers, and you've seen Drew in his second part, and hopefully, of course, I want to do the same thing, but none of it matters unless we put the work in.
All right, Derek, final question here. The last time we talked to you, you and your family, specifically your sons, were watching the LSU Tigers in the playoffs. The Tigers have now won the Natty. Are you and your boys, specifically your boys, still loving LSU baseball?
Oh, absolutely. And they saw them, getting, picked in the, top 2 picks, and they're like, oh my goodness. So they're all the way in love. So hopefully one day, LSU will come recruiting them. They sure think to hope that it'll happen when we're in the backyard and I'm pitching to them. So hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, we're all in for sure.
All right, Derek Carr, thank you very much. See you in less than 2 weeks.